Our nightly reminders. Mental health is important. If you're experiencing any type of mental distress or unease, seek help. Therapy and psychiatry, both amazing things, and they can be real game changers. Definitely help you get through life. I personally definitely know that from firsthand experience. And my therapist and I have actually decided to meet nearly every other week for the moment. So, yeah, it's good stuff. I'm definitely handling the holidays better than I ever have in the past. But regardless of your situation...
Like
do what?
You seem like you are, so that's good.
Yeah. It is. It really is nice to have that help there. It's always nice to have friends, of course, you can talk to as well. But professionals are the ones that are equipped with the tools meant to help you. But again, regardless of your situation, you should be able to find professionals in your local area. We have a Wikipedia down below with crisis lines internationally. If you're in the U.S., you can call or text 988. And if you are part of the Saga community, sexual and gender acceptance, and under the age of 25, you can contact the Trevor Project for discreet help in case you're not in a position to come out. Remember, this is an 18 and up show. We don't tend to pull punches with our language, even if sometimes it's not too filthy. So if you're under 18, just please leave the stream or video. We don't want you to get in trouble. We don't want us to get in trouble. We don't want Twitch or YouTube to get in trouble. We don't want anyone in trouble. Rules are rules, so let's follow them. You can check below for things like our Ko-Fi, Throne, different socials like Blue Sky, Deuce's TikTok, that sort of stuff. And of course, following, subscribing, always the thing we'll appreciate the most. We want to share this with as many people as we can, and hopefully it can help people feel not alone, and to give them the strength they need to seek the help that's best for them. With all that said, welcome back to the Highroad of Maluviette, a high fantasy 5e campaign. This stands as the first of 4 20-level campaigns that, at the very least, I hope to get through as part of the Forgotten Deity story. Our adventurers consist of retired heroes and folk with something to prove as they travel an 1,800-mile stretch of mountain road that used to serve as the trade route between 2 countries. Their goal is to clear it out and make it accessible again. As they travel, they have to contend with the standalone problems on the road, mysterious purple crystals known as torment fragments, and both player and character sharing a single body. Now, did you guys know this is the 51st week we've been doing this? Next week is 1 year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we have been doing this for a while now. And we are about 1/3 of the way through this campaign. So we're looking at about 3 years for the campaign.
Nice.
Lord.
And we're having so much fun.
Yep, and that's the biggest part of, hopefully we can get through all of this eventually. Because estimated 12 years at the moment.
Speed it up, people. Let's go.
Speed it up.
We might need to speed run that.
Hey. If we can get lucky and just blow up and get all the attention and love in the world to the point we make income that covers all of our lives and necessities financially, we can start playing twice a week, 8 hours each time. That would definitely speed running.
Yeah, I would be okay with that for sure.
Right? So, yeah.
Holy shit, let's go.
We can get into the recap then. Last session, you all had just finished resting and recovering from the ogre fight, still near the entrance of the exit of the tunnels, and you awoke to a fight with demons. A succubus that was targeting Deuce more so than Pius, an incubus targeting Twilight, several shadow demons targeting Captain Flowers, a Casme demon trying to put itself between Wrath and the leader of them all, a Rakshasa who cast Wall of Force to cube himself in with Tempest. You discovered through a note on his body after the fact that their main targets were Twilight and Tempest, more so because they are after Soul Drinker and hate angels. And the big piece of information that came out of it was who is their lord? Who is this demon lord? Which Lance recognized immediately, Lord Pazuzu.
So.
Now, I do want to note, just an out-of-game thing, his willingness to try talking to all of you was just an opportunity for you to choose whether you were going to pry for information or not in advance. The note basically gave you half of the important information you could have picked up. After that, though, everyone's like, you know what? Let's just take a fucking day. A daycation. Just rest, work on random things. You all have been through a shitload over the months since you started this journey in game. And all of you kind of went off and did your own things. Twilight decided to practice investigation, wander off into the woods, start looking around, that sort of stuff. Tempest was hanging out with her aunt, Raven, who showed up after there was mention about handing the Soul Drinker over to the Pinehurst for safekeeping. Captain started slow cooking some ogre ribs for everybody, and Pius decided to go watch Wrath. Wrath is the center of most of what happened last session. He started with creating a prayer circle by crudely drawing out the symbols of Risha, Skarm, and Agnos and saying a prayer to them. As he did so, the silhouettes of the three over the symbols that were drawn appeared, and alongside them was a fourth, one that you recognized as Bicken from the silhouette. Pius, who was there, was able to see the deities as translucent figures instead of just silhouettes, and he felt another deific being behind him, who placed a blade across his shoulder. Now, what I forgot to mention in that last time, Pius, because of being sick, is when you put your hand up there to feel it and felt that it was a blade, you also felt that it was a gesture of comfort that was being given to you.
Yeah, I kind of grasped that, but I'm glad that you confirmed it because I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah. I wrote, when I was writing up the recap, I wanted to also make sure I was covering things I didn't cover so well last time. So, but after that, Wrath decided to work on enchanting, practicing all of that. Using some Tetra oil in his own blood, he was able to upgrade his blood well vial from +1 to a +2, and then continued using Tetra oil to awaken his Dragon's Wrath Ninjato from slumbering to stirring. After that was all done, about an hour and a half in, Pius and Wrath decided and agreed to engage in a sparring match, sword versus sword. That was a wild ride. It was going back and forth. Pius looked like he had a definitive lead for quite a bit, actually, until the rolls just were not in his favor, and Wrath came out on top. As Wrath was about to land the deciding blow, Raven stepped in and blocked it, because it was a decisive blow. It was likely to cause actual damage, not necessarily on purpose. Raven then, of course, asked Wrath for a sparring match as well, giving Wrath a chance to kind of catch his breath. And as they began, Raven was taunting and being pretty damn rude, to which Wrath, of course, pointed out, and she apologized. Because you were right, she didn't need to be vicious about it. It didn't take long for a sparring match. It was mostly just a display of her capabilities. She attacked with blinding speed, well beyond what all of you have at the moment. Her motions were very precise, small. She didn't do much moving. Now, I didn't point it out last time, so I'm pointing it out now. Her footwork, Wrath, would have reminded you of the footwork that you saw with a lot of the swashbucklers back in your pirate days. Out of game context, it is quite literally rogue swashbuckler, and their ability to gain advantage as a bonus action by not moving. So, and you notice that within their footwork, that it was something they would do to increase their accuracy. The movement of her blades, on the other hand, was fairly different. You've seen enough martial arts, though, between Tempest and even your prior forays into boarding ships, to notice that her style was definitely a martial arts style. Out of game context, Way of the Kensei Monk. She was quite literally showing off, but also testing your skill at the same time to see where you stood. But before she could actually land that last blow for the match, the air began to hum and vibrate with energy that could be felt by everyone but Twilight, who is not near the camp at this time still. Before a purple portal tore open in the sky. Now, we left off, and everyone was getting tired, I was sick and all that, so we are going to start with this purple portal opening up. As it tears open, it's in the sky between the area that you all were sparring and the camp where Captain Flowers is currently cooking up the ribs. And the portal opens up in the sky.
Notice?
No, you do not.
Oh, okay.
So the portal is opening up there, and you see a white, furry humanoid, human of some kind, falling from the sky. That you all have pretty readily gone, I'm pretty sure that's Mogdalyn, as you hear, Kubo! And she's falling. She crashes into the ground with a fairly loud thud in between the two parts of our party. So she's not off in the distance or anything, she's kind of right there. If all of you that were sparring return to the camp, you would pass her on the way. You're only about like 50 feet away from the main camp.
Oh, she fell close to us? I thought she
Yes.
fell towards the mountains. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what
I did as well.
Yeah, which is why I mentioned that we'll start with re-describing this.
Gotcha.
The part that went towards the mountains, which is why I also started with her first. As she hit the ground, the portal was still open up above, and you could hear whirring intensify. And as you glance up, you see some type of orb-like object shoot out from the portal up towards the caldera of the volcano to the north. That was definitely the part where descriptions and such were not working so well. It made you guys think that she went away. She did not. She landed in the middle. The orb shot out to the volcano. And that is where we are starting. We are going to start with Raven, who doesn't seem all that bothered by what happened. She was sparring with you, Wrath, and she speaks to you and says that you do show promise. I'm sorry, it was a little mean of me. I know my skill with the blade is beyond you at this time. But I would like a rematch in the future, when you've developed your skills for a real match. No holds barred, magic, blade, throw everything you have. The only rule would be do not hold. Do you think you'd honor me with that someday, Wrath?
It would be my honor, and if I may, I would never turn down the opportunity to spar with someone who I am already aware that they are beyond my capabilities. We can all learn from those who are better than us, and I did not mean to come off perhaps as rude as I did. But thank you for the match as well.
You're welcome. And don't worry. If either of us was rude, it was me. I know how I can be from time to time.
Well, I think a few things beg our attention, and he'll turn towards where Mogdalyn fell.
Okay. Pius, Tempest, both of you are, of course, over there still, as well. Are you all going to just start heading towards Mogdalyn at the moment?
Yeah, Pius just looks at Tempest and then looks at where Mogdalyn fell and then looks back at Tempest and then just starts walking towards Mogdalyn.
Okay.
All right. So when you get over there, you notice, like last time she appeared, she didn't have wings and she had this cloak on. This time she does seem to have wings, but it seems to be that the cloak is transformed into a set, and that she simply just didn't activate it soon enough. And she is out cold in the snow at the moment.
But she appears to be breathing.
Yes. She appears to be unconscious from the impact. Possibly a concussion or 3.
Yeah, should be fine.
I'm going to... We'll spare the... No, she's not dying. I guess spare the dying wouldn't really do anything, huh?
Take off her head. Take off of her head.
No,
Make
why
sure
is
she's
she?
not dying.
Right off to it. How many spell slots I got left? Yeah,
And
I'll
for
cast
anyone wondering who's watching what Mogdalyn looks like, that would be my PNG avatar over on the left side of the screen.
I'm going to cast a level 1 healing word on her.
Okay. No need to roll for the healing. There's guaranteed going to be a long rest before you guys actually get into any more bullshit.
Okay.
So.
So wait, out of game, Magdalene is on our side, right?
Yes.
For what we know?
Yes.
For now.
It's Mogdalyn, not Magdalyn.
Sorry.
It's an O, not an A. But Magdalyn is what I base that name off of, so.
Pius picks her up, princess style, and takes 2 fingers and places it on her forehead and casts the spell.
So as you see the energy kind of wash over her and she kind of pops back into consciousness, go ahead and make an athletics check for keeping a hold of her.
I'll do it. I always forget where my athletic skill is. There it is. It's right at the fucking top. Okay.
Yeah. Strictly.
10.
10. Not enough to keep a hold of her, unfortunately. And she kind of just has a moment of panic. Where am I? Come on! What's going on? And she kind of flings herself out of your arms and onto the ground again, and lands kind of face first in the snow.
Well, that is not what I expected. Are
Kupo?
you all right?
And she kind of like pushes herself up a bit and like looks around and takes in the three of you. Oh, I'm back here, Kupo. Hi!
Yes, hello. What are you doing back here again?
My notes weren't open yet.
I don't see any pieces of paper on you. What are you talking about?
She hit her head, remember?
Oh, yes, concussions are very nasty things.
So last time we met, Kupo, there was a fight with the robot dragon and the little person, and then we all went to bed, and then I woke up in somewhere else, and I met these other adventurers, and I was off with them, and oh, Kupo, what were we doing again? Oh yeah, we were collecting these orbs, and then I fell through another portal on the way here, and yeah, now I'm back here, Kupo.
Imagine if Twilight found those drugs. Oh my god.
I'm afraid it is just ADHD, Tempest. Okay. Do you know the names of these adventurers?
Might be the concussion, Kupo, but I only remember two of their names. Jack and Rara.
Okay. Does that name ring a bell to any of you?
No, unfortunately not.
The only bell it's ringing is how pretty it sounds.
Yes, it is quite interesting.
Pius, I want you to go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me real quick.
I'm not good at those. Well, it's not bad, but it's not my strong suit.
Random access memory. 11. So
We're going up.
you have a feeling that you have heard the name Rara before, but you just can't quite remember where. As your computer brain's cycling through information.
Error.
Unable to process information. Who was that? Which one of you said that? Wait, it was me? Oh dear.
Rat
This is
kind
not
of
good.
flicks the back of Pius's body. Yeah, get it together up there.
Yes, sir. And he salutes like way off.
Get a reboot off that.
his hand is like above his head instead of at his eyebrow.
All right. Yeah. Good enough.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. That was quite a fall.
Yeah, that was pretty far, Kupo. When I go through the portals, I just never know how I'm going to be when I come out, Kupo. And I was kind of hoping I'd be a little with my own wings again. I was not.
My memory is a little fuzzy the last time we spoke, but I don't remember asking this, so my apologies if I have. Do you remember when you started accidentally falling through portals? Like maybe we could figure out how you're actually doing it.
Like 50 years ago, Kupo?
In this timeline or another one?
I don't know about timelines, Kupo. I'm definitely traveling from like one reality to another, and my body and powers always kind of change to fit the world, Kupo. I'm originally from a place called Scala at Kylum. It is weird, though. Normally, up until I met you the first time, at least, Kupo, I would go from one. I'd end up in a world, and then I'd go on a big adventure with these adventurers I'd meet, and then we'd defeat this big bad darkness that's threatening the world, and then I would go through another portal, Kupo. But with you guys, I met you, and I went through a portal, and that's when I ended up in Maluviette, and then I ended up in another portal back here.
Very strange.
Yeah. I don't know much about realm traveling.
Yeah,
If only we
everywhere
knew
I've
someone
been,
that did.
it's not normal. Whatever's happening to me, Kupo, is weird.
Join the club.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yes, nothing seems to really go normal around here, it seems.
By the way, Kupo, I didn't ask last time, but what's the name of this world?
Maluviette.
That now it makes even less sense. Why would I go from Maluviette to Maluviette back to Maluviette?
Different points of time. You're either going in the future or the past. And I'm not sure which timeline this one is.
Or just space. The world's a big place.
Yes, but... Okay, one final question, Mogdalyn. What level of technology have you seen, and when have you... Do you know what I'm trying to say? Have you seen futuristic technology?
Well, I've seen ships that can fly through space. I've seen just magic that can travel like that, Kupo. I mean, the Maluviette I was in before, I haven't really seen anything here. I haven't been around you guys too long. But the other group, Kupo, they had a car, Kupo.
Mogdalyn, you've been to the future. I believe this part of the time that you've traveled to is in the past, from what I understand.
That still doesn't explain why it's happening, Kupo. I mean, if it's like the other ones, I just have to help the heroes beat whatever big bad darkness there is. Does that mean that the big bad darkness is all over time here, Kupo?
It would seem so.
That's depressing.
Well, I guess at least next time I go through a portal, I know to use this stupid cape to fly.
Yes, that would be wise. I must ponder on this some more. I believe I might have some kind of idea, but I'm still not sure.
Well, in the meantime, make yourself at home, and Wrath will gesture towards the instant fortress.
So she finally goes to stand up, and as she kind of starts walking with all of you towards the camp itself, she stops and starts like patting herself down. Oh no, Kupo. I lost the orb.
The orb.
Yeah. So like I said, I was helping the other adventurers gather some orbs, and well, I saw a path, Kupo, and I thought there'd be an orb down there, but it looked really dangerous, so I kind of just wandered off, and I did find one, and then I fell through the portal, Kupo.
What did this orb look like?
It was about maybe 9 inches across, and it was kind of glassy. It was kind of glowing blackish purplish color, and it had these 7 stars in the middle of it that you could see no matter which way you turned it, Kupo.
You were... Oh, dear Lord. Let me get this straight. You were collecting Dragon Balls, yes?
Yeah, I think that's what they called them, Kupo. They said that they had been told some legend about how they could grant any wish without limit, but they were trying to find them because they needed to get through a door to find a phylactery, Kupo.
With more information, it seems that our journey is getting much more perilous. Yes, what's that? No, I've never... Oh. Sure, yes. My compatriot inside of my circuits has never seen an episode of... You know what? Never mind. He does not remember a phylactery from that universe you were in. So,
Well,
that
I mean,
leads
I
me
was
to
here in
believe-
Maluviette.
Wait, the dragon... The orbs are here.
Yeah, but like we were talking about, it's just apparently different times, Kupo?
Screw everything. I want to be powerful.
Have you ever seen someone grow their own arm back? Or tall green men that are not orcs or goblins?
I've seen a lot of different races that are green, Kupo, small and tall and everything else. The only time I've ever seen a limb grow back, Kupo, was when magic was used.
Well, maybe it is not what I'm thinking then. Maybe. We'll find out at some point, I'm sure. Okay, well, I just have more questions than answers now. I am very confused.
So when I fell, did any of you see an orb fall like near me, Kupo?
Wait. Sorry, go ahead, Wrath.
Yeah, it went that way. And he points towards the mountain. You said that it went towards the mountain, correct?
Yeah, I went towards the volcano specifically.
Volcano mountain. Yeah, the point that way.
Oh, I didn't drop that as a reminder in that. When Bicken had appeared during your prayer, you could feel their energy out towards the volcano.
Well, seems as if we need to go pay the volcano a visit, yes?
I was already going to suggest it, so it'll be on the way.
Yay! Traveling company, Kupo!
Yes.
Can
Okay.
we rest, though? Before we leave?
Yes. Yes, I'm quite drained. I'm not sure how you are all feeling, but I am spent.
Been a day.
Good eat a horse.
Whoa, Captain! When did you appear?
Yarr. I'm always there. You
Captain
don't
just
see me because I'm the shortest.
like you guys were still like 15 feet away from the edge of the camp. All this talk has been going on, and just all of a sudden, Captain's right there. Oh shit!
Yarr. You go, bastard. Yarr.
Raven kind of like chimes in though. So it seems like y'all have a busy little day ahead. Sorted out that whole soul drinker thing. I need to get back to work. So I'll see y'all later.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'll see you again. Don't worry.
No, none of you ever visit.
Come on, you know work comes first.
Well, that's not Uncle Crow.
That man and his drinking. So she comes over to you, Tempest, and kind of like gives you a hug before turning into a raven and fluttering away from everybody.
Bye! She totally kicked your butt, Rat.
Yes, I'm sure she's had years more experience as well.
Tempest, yeah, she definitely has. When I described the little bit you saw of Crow and of Raven, I don't think I ever mentioned race. Those two are tieflings, and Tempest is a half elf. Yeah, you know that Crow and her are both somewhere in their mid-50s.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Who's that?
I don't know, whoever's curious.
No judgment here.
Yeah, Pious Wrath, I think you'd probably remember from when she showed up and just decided to give y'all her backstory. That she is the illegitimate offspring of the Kinehurst family line that she comes from. So she was
She's
never
a runt.
Yeah, she was never treated as part of the family. She was treated as part of the servants that her mother was.
But if I bring this dagger, they'll finally recognize me.
Well, if all else fails, we still love you, Tempest.
Aye.
I hope I don't eat you one day.
You won't.
Be better for you.
They
Rat!
don't taste very good.
Yes.
Didn't you say you wanted to talk to me earlier?
A private conversation for another time, maybe, unless you have a moment.
Sure.
Okay. He'll walk over to get a little bit of privacy away from the group then.
I'm gonna start eating my. If I have a cookie available, I'm eating it. Or if there's leftovers.
Oh yeah, there's still some cookies.
Okay.
So, that dagger that you're wielding,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what it is?
I got an idea. Does do damage to enemies. That's beneficial for sure.
Yes, you're not wrong there, and it can be of great power in the right hands. Tell me, are you attuned with it?
No, you are certain
No.
that you're not.
No, I am not.
Good. Because in order to attune with this dagger, you must be responsible for the death of an innocent.
Hmm.
This dagger is an artifact of Tiamat. Do you know who that is?
Nope. Never paid much attention.
They call her the Mother of Dragons. The chromatic dragon, specifically. She is an evil god. And when I say evil, I mean it in every sense of the word. Don't.
Sounds like this is extremely important, extremely dangerous, and I definitely need to get this back to the castle.
Well, I'm not so sure that we can allow it back in their hands. I'm trusting you with it for now, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't making a mistake by doing so. This dagger is powerful, and those who can wield it to its full potential are evil. And I don't want that to be you.
Well, I can assure you that definitely won't happen with me. I believe that my family would definitely be looking after it. They're probably trying to keep it safe so that it doesn't fall in the wrong hands. You saw
Can
the way
you-
my aunt reacted.
Can you tell me without a doubt that your family is not responsible for the death of innocents?
Wrath, I
Sure,
want you
they-
to roll a history check for me.
Okay.
You traveled the seas. You heard rumors.
13.
13? You never really heard much about the Kinehurst in particular. You heard all the same shitty things that most noble families are responsible for. They're hoity-toity. They believe themselves better than others. As far as responsible for an innocent's death, I mean, starving a populace would technically count.
Yeah, I would definitely think so.
Yeah, you never heard anything beyond the normal shit that is nobility.
Okay. Well, would you trust them not to use it?
Sure, there's been things in the past, and I don't know fully what their intentions are, but it's kind of my duty, kind of my responsibility.
Well, I can respect that, which is why I have no qualms with you holding it currently. But it is my duty and my responsibility to make sure that these artifacts are seen to where they need to go. And I would very much appreciate it if we can confirm that they need to go back, that this one needs to go back to your family before we hand it over.
Not so good with the big questions. Usually I ask my uncle, but he's not around for this.
Right. This is a decision. And there are consequences either way.
Everything will be fine, I'm sure of it.
No, I completely agree. I'm just letting you know my intentions so that you are not surprised when they rear their head later.
Honestly, I'm not too worried. I trust you 100%, but
Do I
don't
believe
know.
her?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, she hasn't shown anything that's counter to trusting you. She's pretty much followed your direction like every time, at least to the best of her ability.
Okay. Well,
But with what I hear at night, I can't really say what her intentions are.
right. So, all I'm asking is we just make sure we do our homework and double check.
Understood.
Well, I'm glad we had this talk. I was very concerned that you were attuned to this dagger.
And betray my lovely, precious Scythe.
That's fair enough. It is a beautiful weapon. Well, thank you. Come on, let's get back to the others.
So it's around noonish. Captain, you still got about, 4 hours left on the ogre ribs that you're slow cooking there in the camp. And all of you can just kind of sit down and just relax for the day. Twilight does not pop back up until basically the time everyone's laying down to go to sleep. So Twilight, as you kind of come back into camp and everyone's actually, getting ready to lay down and all that, you do take note of the fact that Mogdalyn is now there with everybody else. And if anyone wanted to sit down and talk with her, she'd just regale you with the stories of worlds she's been to, describing worlds like Final Fantasy VII, or this time she helped, I don't remember what they're called, protagonist of Dark Souls.
Which one?
Be Dark Souls 3.
The first one?
3. The third Dark Souls.
3. That's Ashen one.
Yeah. Of a person known only as the Ashen One that she helped on their adventures through probably the worst case of darkness she's ever seen. Even regaled a little bit about how shitty some dude named Patches is, and she's never seen a more despicable merchant in her life. Which obviously shows a lot about merchants. That tends to be what Moogles are. Oh no,
boy.
Captain! Come back! No! But yeah, she pretty much just regales with stories of her various adventures through other fictional media.
Okay.
So, I mean, since I guess I'm coming back to the party,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could ask her, well, why are you here and what brings you here?
So she'd basically give you that rundown of the conversation earlier, that, she was here with you guys, and then she ended up through a portal in another place with other heroes, and then specifically
Other
with
heroes.
Jack
What
and
other
Rara.
I know them.
You know Jack and Rara, Kupo? But aren't they supposed to be in the future?
I mean, Star knows them. She knows them quite well. I don't.
What?
Star knows.
How does Star know them?
Because they were really good friends of mine.
Like I said, I'm more confused now than ever. Okay, well,
Jack was a turtle, and Rara was what was she?
Roll an
think
intelligence
she
check
was-
for me real quick, Twilight. Or Star, more accurately at the moment.
So, did I get? Oh, it's investigation, not intelligence. Huh?
You were working on investigation. Right now, roll intelligence. Just to
Right.
see how well you remember. There's some parts that, you should remember. At least with Twilight's functioning brain, you will.
Of course.
But,
Oh, this should be good.
yeah. The better the roll, the more you remember.
What is it? I'm thinking investigation because that's where I just came off of.
Parameters. You want to go to the parameters page and roll D20 plus intelligence mod.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Stare.
I can use my lucky.
Yes, you can. You can use a point of lucky.
I'll use my lucky. Okay.
So it's only a +3, not a +6. 6 is your save, not your mod. But that 12 that you would get at that point, you obviously remember that you played through the campaign, Arc 1 of the trilogy, with Jack and Rara. Jack was a Turtle Paladin, never wore any armor, tried to be a leader, constantly failed at it. And Rara was, of course, Maya's character.
Right.
A tiefling with a whole hell of a lot to prove and a big old tragic backstory, whose last name was Kinehurst.
Who's ready for bed? I'm ready for bed.
So that's a game changer since they were in the future.
Well, so we know that the Kinehurst bloodline continues, I suppose.
You would also remember that she was an orphan, and her brother were the last of the Kinehurst.
Sort of continues.
Ouch.
Okay.
And there was a couple more. There was a couple more other people in there too. But we won't go there because it's just gonna confuse you. Are you okay if I ask you? You look so confused.
Twilight, reel in the inner voices. I urge of you.
Say that again.
Reel in your inner voices. I urge of you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we should probably move on from this because my circuits are about to overheat. Shall we go to the volcano? No, we need to rest first. I need to rest. I need to go sit down.
Go to sleep.
I can't sleep, but I will sit down. Okay, I'm going to sit down. Plop.
That's the sound of Pius sitting. Plop.
Plop, plop.
Yeah, so you're all able to get yourself a good night's rest. It was nice having a day off. Even for the little bit of chaos in there, it wasn't anything crazy, other than the start to the day. So you do feel nice and rejuvenated.
Real quick, Jess, do you remember what my total health was?
Total health, I believe, was 80.
Thank you. I always forget. Every time I get hit with necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You and someone else lost maximum health that I did not put on the tracker very well. So woof. I should look at your character sheets. Who else got deemed? Twilight's the other one that got deemed.
Yeah, I got dinged.
Ding, ding,
No, I
ding.
hit the wrong button. Because I doubt it got changed on your character sheet.
I was at 42.
Well, your max got dropped to 48. You took 32 points. That means the max health. Which would mean you were at 87 as your max. Nice.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was okay, not me.
Yeah, both of you had taken a ding. I've now fixed that on the character sheets. So everyone gets a good full night. You get those lost hit points back. You get the lost maximum back. And you feel rejuvenated. Pius, Twilight, the two of you feel very rejuvenated. It was one of the best nights of rest you have ever had.
What's this body pillow? Oh my god, it's Mogdalyn.
You just wake up cuddling Mogdalyn. Don't know why, but Mogdalyn just decided to creep up into your space and cuddle you for the night.
That's fucking funny. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, you'll get to wake up. It's about 8 a.m. as you do so to start your day. Does anyone want to do something special for the day, or just get the grub in them and get on the road? You are estimating about a 3-day journey to the Caldera.
Ooh.
We better start moving.
Yeah, Pius is ready to go.
Well, what about breakfast? I mean, I'm feeling the urge just to cook something.
Come
She
on,
wants
look
to
at
cook
Pius. His
something.
engine's warming up.
As I pull out my decaying head, I want to cook something.
You can cook that head on your own time. Even I might be able to smell that.
I mean, as
It's
a
only-
plus, she did put it in the bag of holding after she got it, so it really hasn't decayed much since last time. But it
No,
was,
the witch's head?
yeah, the witch's head was like 2 weeks into decaying, so it's still pretty nasty, but at least it hasn't gotten worse.
Oh, why can I smell it more?
Oh god. I think I'm going to throw up bolts.
Eat spices.
I'm out.
Did we ever roll to see if you had a smell sensor?
Yes, we did.
I feel like we determined that you don't actually have a smell sensor.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the determination. Oh, yeah, because when you turned into your Earth Genasi form, and you were able to actually smell things.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you can't mentally psych yourself out, though.
True.
Especially since Deuce does know how certain things smell.
Yeah, he knows what rotting corpse smells like. Not a human, but
That'd be good.
I smelled enough corpses in my day.
This-
That's
Yay
a
for
weird
being a
sentence to say.
butcher, by the way. Everyone watching, Deuce has professionally been a butcher. Those are the
to be
corpses
fair-
that are being discussed mostly.
To be fair, it comes in pieces, not the whole corpse. And they're all cryovac'd airtight. So,
Ugh.
but yeah, I had a dead mouse in my room once. That was not good. Anyway,
Anyway,
Little
enough about
no.
me.
It's just right, bro. Right for the picking.
Yeah.
all of this discussion and such. Twilight, you are not being afforded the time to cook this head at this moment. It sounds like everyone's like, please just pass out good berries and let's get on the road.
Okay. As I slowly put it back.
All right, we are off.
We are off.
You're on.
Avenger time.
Come on, grab your
Where did
friends.
I? So, as you're traveling, you notice that over the first hour, the sounds of the forest and animals and such, they start dissipating slowly, and by the end of the first hour, the forest is creepily quiet. At the moment, there doesn't even seem to be a breeze rustling the trees. The only sounds are of your footsteps as you're traveling after the first hour.
I'm feeling kind of weird because the animals like the Highroad, because when I was down there practicing my investigation, I didn't see any animals at all. And the animals were trying to
Stay on the highway.
stay on the Highroad because they know that we're practically their safety net. So I am kind of worried now.
For whatever reason, whether it's they think you're a safety net or something else, the animals do not seem to be traveling this far from the road in this area.
Usually that means there's some kind of large predator out here.
I should go investigate it. What do you think?
Sure.
Yes, if you'd like to lead the way, go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking about going up and seeing if I can see something.
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wondrously eaten.
So you fly up, go ahead and give me a perception check real quick. Twilight, what do you see with your angelic eyes?
Let's see. All right.
You got a +5.
Hey,
Three
look at
rolls
it all.
from Halfling Luck.
It is Friday the 13th. Rules are going to be iffy.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
pretty.
Yeah, it is Friday the 13th, and although this isn't any type of holiday special, I made the decision to change certain aesthetics to be more fitting.
So
That's 23.
basically, anything that's a 20, it's bad luck, right?
Anything that's a 20?
Anything that's over a 20, it's bad luck, right?
No. D&D, the
Oh.
lower the number, the more bad
Oh,
luck it is.
I meant since it's Friday the 13th.
No. Maybe a roll of exactly 13, which I don't think we've had yet. Yeah, as you're up there and you're kind of scanning out and around, you can see, like, back over where the Highroad was, and you can see as it progresses further towards the east, you can see that there's a bunch of animal activity here and there, and that you're not really seeing anything away from the Highroad itself, except on your path to the Caldera. You see what you would estimate is 2 to 3 hours out from where you are now. There seems to be some rustling out that way. And then you think you can see there's rustling even further out from there, but it would likely take more than today's travel to get to where you see that next point of rustling.
So do I see animals or not?
You don't see any animals, though, no. And you can't tell what's making the rustling at those two spots either.
Okay, so there's rustling about, 3 hours out? And
2 or 3
then
hours out on the path that you're
2 or
already
3 hours
traveling.
out. Right, and then there is some other long distance rustling about 3 days out, but I have no idea where the animals are. I'm kind of worried.
While you were
Definitely a
up there,
bad
you could
omen.
also tell that there is some amount of smoke rising from the caldera of this volcano as well.
Oh, smoke?
Yeah, from the caldera. It's a very minor amount of smoke, but there is some. It is an active volcano, and you can tell that much.
I see smoke. Active volcano. It looks somewhat like Old Faithful, maybe.
The con is there. I'm sure it's probably more active than normal.
I can go erupt it.
No, I'd really rather you didn't.
Damn. You
Yes,
guys don't
that
let
would
me
be.
blow anything up.
Yes, because our job is to not do that.
Right. I keep forgetting.
So I just thought of something with the pronunciation of bacon. It's like
Oh, I'm sorry.
bacon, but with an I. So bacon, in case that makes it easier.
For me?
All of you.
Oh,
Just on the
sure.
pronunciation. Yeah, I just realized this. That his name is just this deity's name is just bacon with an I instead of an A.
Bacon.
Now I feel silly for that name.
Kind of like Kevin Bacon, but with an. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case it helps any of you with the pronunciation. But yeah, continue.
So, what do you guys want to do? Figure out where the animals are, or do you guys want to keep going?
We should carry on.
I'm pretty sure whatever we're going to run into is going to be the reason why there are no animals out here. We
Right,
should
but
definitely keep an eye open as we get closer, though.
Right, but they're usually following us.
Who's they?
And the animals, they usually follow us. And they're not, so,
I'm sorry, have animals been following us?
yeah. Notice the footprints.
Not really. It's not that they seem to be following you, but they all recognize that you're not threats, so they aren't scattering as hard as they would from a threat.
Right, but they haven't been, completely following us, but they've been around and there was no animals.
They just seem to be staying to the high road as if they somehow know that's a safe path to travel. It's not necessarily about all of you.
Never mind. I misinformed you. Okay, let's go. Ignore me.
Okay. And as we begin again, Wrath will summon 3 small floating lights that appear to just be like fuzzy electricity kind of floating in the air that all give off this dim light, and he'll start juggling them as we're walking.
I want to touch it.
No.
No. Oh my, I have the wrong things in my little tracker here. You will not be facing them right now, so I can pull them off the tracker. Yes! So, you continue on in the same creepy silence for around 2 hours, roughly, before you kind of see wisps of a purple mist kind of all around you, and they start to take shape into small humanoid frames, green skin. Deuce, sounds like you're at least somewhat familiar with Dragon Ball, the various series. They are Cybermen.
They're what?
Cybermen.
Cybermen.
I don't. Is that Piccolo's race?
No, that's Namekian.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cybermen
I
are the
haven't watched
little
Dragon Ball in a long
green
time.
creatures that like Vegeta
Oh,
and
yes,
Nappa
yes, yes.
planted seeds and they grew into these monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're basically just like do
Sorry,
what?
go ahead.
Twilight?
I was going to say, I think I can actually change one of his balls to different light.
Possibly, but
Do
not
I?
necessarily relevant at the
But go
moment.
ahead. No, it's not relevant. It was at the time, but not. So,
Yeah.
we're good.
But they seem to kind of form into these creatures surrounding all of you. It looks like there's like roughly 15 that have got you surrounded at the moment.
As they appear, Wrath will, in the middle of juggling, throw his arms out, and with that, his dancing lights kind of scatter across, illuminating the field between us.
All right. So it is daytime. And it's currently around 11. So it doesn't necessarily brighten up much, but it's pretty.
Yeah, that's all I'm going for.
And definitely, we all need to roll some initiative.
So what exactly are we fighting?
Little green men that are going. Kiki.
Wait. I'm gonna re-roll mine.
You can use a lucky point on it. There's 2 points
Yeah.
down.
Isn't it just one because we had that long rest?
Oh, you're right. You haven't used one today. Never mind. Just one. You're right. It's got 16. Fly's got to 14. What did Captain Flowers get for initiative?
22.
22. Twilight, you got a 16 and a 15, so the 16 was the better. And how about Wrath?
9.
9!
I did.
9.
Oh, I thought I got a 4.
No, that 4 was me.
Oh well, I didn't know that. I thought it was a 4, so that's why I rolled.
Okay,
Re-rolled.
then we'll ignore
I
that
didn't
point
know
of
I-
lucky. Because that was a misunderstanding there. But
Sorry,
you still, you
so
got a
I
16, so you're good there. And
So I didn't use my lucky. Okay.
yep, no lucky used yet. That still puts the Cybermen down at the bottom of the turn order. Captain Flowers, you are up first.
Grr. Let's see. For the Cybermen, how many are currently in front of me?
They're all pretty evenly spaced out in a circle around all of you at the moment. If you were looking for a line or a cone, you're not going to hit more than one.
Fine. Start running up on one of them with Mamma Mia.
All right. Go ahead and roll that first to hit with Mama.
Mama Rogue, activate. As it slowly rolls. And gives me 20.
20. That is a hit.
Yarr. Perfect. Roll my 1d6 plus 7. Why is Google being slow?
Come on. Come on, dice.
Oh, yes. Give me a 6 plus 7. So, yeah, it's max damage.
7? Or
6
no,
plus
no,
7. So
6
yeah.
plus 7. Oh, yeah.
So 13.
You just drive Mama down through this thing, cutting it clean in two, and it just kind of like poof, and pops into a purple mist.
Damn it. I was going to try to eat this thing. All right. These things are quite easy to kill.
And you do not have enough movement to get to another, unfortunately.
Yeah. Bye.
Tempest, you're up.
Ah, shit. All right, we're just going to go with the closest one then.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear they're easy.
That's a hit. They have an AC 10, by the way, you guys. They are challenge
Good to
3
know.
by sheer virtue of damage output. They have 7 hit points, but they have a real chance of actually hitting you guys if they get the opportunity. Yep, that's another one just into purple mist. Now, Tempest, you have a high movement speed, so you're actually able to get to a second for your second psychic attack if you desire.
Ah,
That it's still a hit. Your minimum damage is more than their health, so down goes another.
Yep.
You're all watching these things just go down like nothing.
this is depressing.
Twilight, your turn.
I'm gonna turn into an elephant and I'm gonna smash him.
Turns into an elephant. Rushes to stomp one. Roll.
So
Guess we should
it.
pull up some elephant stats, huh? I believe there are stats for elephants.
I'm having a hard. I got the stats pulled up, but I'm just having a hard time like reading it.
You have a +9 to hit.
Oh yay! One D.
Oh, you can't turn into an elephant, actually. Challenge is too high
I
for you.
can.
Yep, it's a challenge 4.
Aww.
You are locked to challenge 2 and lower.
Boy. Okay, well,
Yeah, I looked at the damage and went, wow, that is really high.
let's see. I am going to turn into. What about like that Velociraptor? My raptor.
Yeah, you can absolutely turn into a Velociraptor.
I think it was like my I can't remember the stats though. Because it was like a Mecha Go.
Oh, it was the Gojira thing? Huh?
Yeah.
God, do I have those readily available to pull up? I should.
Sorry.
Yes.
This is what you get for don't let me turn into an elephant. Nani.
You have a +6 to hit as
Okay.
mini Gojira.
1. Woo!
Yes, that is absolutely a hit. And your minimum damage actually might not kill it. So, were you going with a claw or a bite is the question.
Bite.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3.
$10.
Nice. So you take down another one as you bite into this thing, and you can taste it, and it just tastes like you got a mouthful of dirt.
As I'm hawking it up now. I'm moving to the next one.
You should have enough speed for that. Yes, you have enough speed to get to the next one, but you only get the one attack. That makes it
That's
Pius's turn.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast 2 of them.
You got this.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
I hope everybody's ready.
Ready.
It's time to start blasting.
Especially.
Net 1, go to shoot 2 of them. Miss, hit a different 2 of them.
Fuck you.
I mean, if you still hit 2 of them in the end, does it matter?
No, I know.
I have a question.
No, you don't. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, I do. Focus on your roll. Focus on your roll. How with my roar, does that like take any points if I like roar at them?
Roar?
Like-
No, you can just roar at them. Or rawr.
No, I mean does that like can that do any damage though?
Roaring? No.
Or is it just my
No.
or is it just my bite and my claw?
Bite and claw are the only damage options you have as Gojira.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Because you are the size of a person instead of a skyscraper. Both of those hit.
Okay.
8 and 8.
That's 2 kills, baby.
That's 2 kills.
Yeah.
2 more down. Any movement that you desire to do?
I am planted.
You are planted. And Rat, that
I am
makes it your
planted.
turn then. Whoop.
I'm sorry, I had a work phone call.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Can you go over where everyone is currently again? I'm sorry.
So you all started kind of in the center of a circle, kind of grouped together as you were traveling. And then the Cybermen formed a ring around all of you. Nearest one to each of you would have been like 15 feet away. They have not moved. Tempest has rushed in, taken out a couple. Twilight rushed in, took out one. Captain rushed in, took out one as well. Pius blasted 2 with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so me and Pius are still in the center of this circle, more or less, right?
Yes.
How far away are Tempest, Captain, and Twilight?
Tempest would be about 25 from you, 20 for Captain Flowers, and about 15 for Twilight.
Okay. In that case, it's
You've also
hard for
watched
me
these
to-
things explode in one hit, so
I want to put down a 20-foot sphere on us, but I don't know how many I could get in it.
you would have to choose. Your best bet would be planting it here in the center where you and Pius are, because the Hermit and Mogdalyn are still in the center as well.
Okay. In which case, Wrath, who still has his hands open as all of this combat breaks out, will pull them to his chest, and you see the 3 dancing lights move towards him. And as they get within his hands, kind of centered over his chest, he claps his hands over them and pulls them up to his mouth and blows through his hand. And out of the other side, a billowing fog cloud surrounds Pius and the rest of the group in the center. It's a 20-foot sphere.
All right.
That does not include me, though, right?
No, it doesn't. Captain, Tempest, Twilight are outside of this sphere.
Quick question. Is that magical darkness?
It is technically only heavily obscured, which acts as darkness, so you're still blind, but it is not magical. Or, well, it is magical, but it's not magical darkness.
Okay, I was going to say, because I have devil sight.
Yeah, it's not darkness at all. Heavily
Okay, I just wanna
obscured
make
and
sure.
darkness have the same effects, but are two different things, unfortunately.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
And then Wrath will shift over to a position to guard where he remembers the group was. He'll go to the opposite side of where everyone dashed out to and just put himself as a barrier between anyone coming into this fog cloud and the group in the center.
All right.
So have himself on one side and Pius on the other, more or less, is what he's trying to do. But everyone in the fog cloud is blind. The reason I'm doing this, just so y'all can understand, I know this is a weird fucking move, but if they run in and try and attack us, they would have disadvantage on the like they would be blind the moment they came in.
Oh,
I figured something like that.
Yeah,
Or like they were gonna get
it's
poisoned or something.
it's a give take because same thing applies to both sides. But things like saves from spells, which is something that the group that's in there does, do not take a penalty.
Yes, that is true.
So.
And he'll also, as a bonus action, activate his blade song, and that will be his turn.
Okay. That moves over to the Cybermen, who are going to disregard the enemies they cannot see. That would put 2 of them on Tempest, 3 on Captain, and 3 on Twilight.
Bring it on.
yeah.
As they go to a claw at you. I need to shift to that stat block now. And I will roll the attacks for each person separately. 26 on Tempest. 25 on Flowers. And
I got
16 on Twilight. So they managed to miss Twilight.
So I take
Twilight takes no damage. You successfully do not get hit by these Cybermen. Tempest, you get hit by 2 of them, taking 11 slashing damage from each of them, so you take 22 slashing damage.
On top of the
Wow. Okay.
Like I said, they are just sheer DPS machines. That is what they do. They blow up easily, though. And Captain, that means you take 33 slashing. The first attack, actually, is your auto plate. Would cut the first one in half, so it's 27 damage that you take.
Yeah. Dang, hurts.
And that would be the end of their turns. Wrath, Pius, a lot of you inside the fog, especially with how eerily quiet it has been, you can hear that the Cybermen did not approach you and went after those outside of this space.
Okay.
Brings us back to the top for Captain Flowers.
Yeah, you sharp little buzzard.
Now you got 3 of them in melee range.
Mamma mia, here we go.
And I'm assuming Micah Gojira is right there with you, too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm on the other side.
No, Mecha Gojira, not Mini Gojira.
You can't blow breath out of your mouth. All right, so the first one is going to be 12.
That's a hit.
Yes, it is. We'll do this one. Why are you so slow? I resetted you. Fine.
You can't reset
then-
me. I'm always slow.
I know you. All right, so we got 10 damage for the first one for Mama.
Puff of smoke.
Fucking smoke. Second one, Mia. This is just going to be natural 18.
That is a hit, and your damage is 1d6 plus Mama and me are plus 2s, right?
Yes.
So plus 2. 1d6 plus 2.
This is going to be 5.
5. Does not take that one out.
Alright.
Nice nasty gash across its front, though.
Yeah.
Not that it seems to be bleeding out, though. You can tell from this one, because it didn't go down, that it just seems to be made of this plant-like material. And Mecha Gojira?
Mecha Gojira.
Is he going to go for the one you hit, or the one that's still untouched?
Still untouched.
Okay.
It's going to be Forced Empowered Ren. 1d8.
Gotta roll to hit first.
Well, yeah. I'm already assuming. Leave me alone. And this is going faster than I want some of you to go over here.
You definitely have more than a plus 2 to hit, so that's a hit.
Yes. Thank you. I messed up. So 4.
Oh, 4. That one doesn't go down either, but it takes a nasty set of claws to the back.
There.
Tempest, your turn.
So much blood. My blood is everywhere.
Those of you
Why
hear
did you-
Tempest lamenting that from inside of the fog. That's a
Not
hit,
that much.
and your minimum damage is more than enough to cleave it, so you can go ahead and roll the second to hit. And that's another one. Again, minimum damage enough. You still have your movement, though, and a bonus action.
Oh, can I get to the ones in front of Captain?
Yes, you can. Are you going to use a key point for 2 attacks, or just make the one free one?
2.
All right. 1 key point used. 17. I believe your modifier is low enough. This might not kill. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, what's that modifier again? Shit.
Strength mod.
My strength. Oh,
Or dex mod. My bad.
Dex.
Oh, actually,
Reduce
you
one.
can make a choice, and your strength is actually higher. Holy shit. I thought your dex was higher.
Okay.
So yeah, it's plus 6 all the same. Which means the minimum damage is enough to get it. So yeah, Tempest just whoosh, whoosh, slices hers down, bolts over to you, Captain, and just flying kick plows through one of the 2 you hit.
Wow. Impressive. I wish I had long legs.
And then you have your other one.
I
Again,
might have put too high on that one.
hit it. You definitely have a high enough plus to hit. So yeah, managed to just poof, uppercut the other one, launching into the air as it poof into mist as well. Leaving only the 3 around Twilight.
Blood tastes funny.
Twilight, it is your turn. You have 3 of them surrounding you.
What about whacking them with my tail?
Not going to be able to do enough with it.
All right.
So you can claw or bite at one.
We'll go with the bite again.
Okay. That's a hit for 1d8 plus 3 damage. Oh, nice. Just clamp on through it. Another puff of smoke, and you're pretty sure this taste of dirt is going to be stuck in your mouth for a few hours at this point.
As I'm coughing.
You can try to move,
So
but that
what-
would give them opportunity attacks.
When I chained in my animals, the wings, I don't get the wings, huh? Or do I?
No, you don't have your wings from that.
Okay. I'm gonna like move like face to face.
You're
So,
already
like-
basically face to face with them. They had you surrounded. So, sounds like it's Bias's turn since Twilight's not moving away.
Yeah, I'm not moving away.
It's blasting time.
It's blasting time. You're not sure where the targets are from inside of the fog.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to walk out of the fog.
All right. Then you're able to spot the two that are over there next to what looks like Godzilla.
Okay. I'm going to shoot a beam at each of them.
Alrighty.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
I gotta run out to my car really quick, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Both of those are hits.
Okay.
Come on, 7s or higher.
Oh,
Damn.
Nope. Both of them still stand. In fact, one of them was barely even glanced, but it did make some type of contact.
Yeah, I'll take it. And that's it. That's all
Wrath,
I'm going to do.
it
I'm going to
is
stand
your
outside the fog.
Wrath will move over, and he'll peek just his head out from the fog where he hears Pyrus's shots, and he sees the two. How far from the fog are they?
It'd be about 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to use a sorcery point, and as his head, like a lizard just peeking out and then slithering back in, as his head slides back into the fog, 2 lashes of lightning reach out at them. And I'm going to twin spell a lightning lure at both of them. That's a strength saving throw, please.
I am looking at mini Gojira stats right now. I need to switch to the Cybermen. This is their good stat. 16 and 26.
So the 16 fails. And this is the only time I will ever roll max damage on a gosh darn damage roll, but 16 points of lightning damage.
Oh yeah, you grip this thing, it starts pulling it back towards you. Lightning shooting across its body and just and a purple mist that kind of keeps traveling towards you.
And Wrath just steps back into the fog. And that's his turn.
Back to the Cybermen. The singular Cybermen. Twilight. Roll athletics or acrobatics. Your choice. Which I believe athletics is the one you have proficiency with.
I don't know if she got back.
Right, she had to step out. Anyways, it gives me a chance to look at the stats to know which one's naturally better based on stats. So I can look over those real quick for her. As the Cybermen are using their second and last ability they have.
You're gonna blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you guess?
She has a +3 either way. One's proficiency and one is natural dexterity score. That's great. She basically has a 50-50 chance of succeeding on this.
Awesome.
As a plus, she has the padding from being wild-shaped for her health. So we'll roll for her real quick. She got a 12. Guess we're going to have to wait, because it's up to her about the lucky feat. I'm not going to decide
Yep.
that. Oh no! What are we going to do? So this is why I said it could be bad earlier, when I was talking about the 24d20. Was all about how many of these encounters and how bad the rolls were for you. Because they hit fucking hard, but they die really easily. So yeah, I mean, we've got time. How many of you have watched Dragon Ball Z, etc.?
It's been a while.
I'm currently watching the original Dragon Ball properly for the first fucking time. So it was always so hard to find a freaking dubbed version. I can't pay enough attention for subs.
Yeah.
Now, regular DBZ and DBZA, I've watched many a time. Actually, I watch DBZA like twice a month. Such a good background for me.
It is.
Really
Yeah.
is. Oh no, Twilight. Darn, having to leave an apartment, probably go downstairs, go out into the parking lot, get to the car, get the thing.
Oh no, Twilight's getting beat on by 3 of those things.
Well, I mean,
no.
at this point, it's just one that's decided to self-destruct.
It's dancing on top of her body. It's unconscious.
I guess it probably doesn't even really matter, considering its self-destruct is less than the health of Mini Gojira. And she'll end up shifting back afterwards anyways.
I'm back.
You're back!
Hooray!
Is it
Okay.
my turn?
No. It is the Cyberman's turn. I went ahead and made the roll for you, and then I realized you might want to use Lucky. As you feel this thing basically start to wrap its arms and legs around you, and you're pretty sure whatever it's trying to do is going to succeed, do you want to use Lucky to re-roll?
So they got me surrounded.
There's only the one, and it is trying to wrap its arms and legs around you. You're pretty sure it's going to succeed. Do you want to use a Lucky point to re-roll?
Did I already roll?
Yeah, I rolled it, and then realized Lucky might make a difference, so we waited.
Okay, yeah. Use the lucky.
Okay, 1d20 plus 3.
Okay. Not back here. Hang on.
Oh no! I can roll it for you, since I now know if you wanted to use Lucky or not.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, the second one is a success, meaning that it goes kaboom, but only deals 5 damage to you. Well, to Mini Gojira form at least.
So it's my turn?
No. Yes, technically, all the enemies are gone. You are all safe.
Oh, but this one?
With the explosion, Wrath pokes his head out from the fog again. Everyone okay?
Sure, fine.
Yeah.
I really can't talk, so. You just hear me just tickle water. There you go. Thank you.
Is that all of them?
I believe so.
I thought so.
Fair enough. And he will inhale for like a minute, and the whole time the fog is getting sucked back into his breath as he releases his spell, and it is dissipated.
As you do that, Pius is bent over with his hand over his mouth, like, oh.
Deuce told me that would be funny.
Deuce was right, my friend.
Ah. Yay.
Yeah, so the way forward seems to be clear again. As you, if you want to take a short rest, you're free to, of course.
I'm gonna go work on my investigation.
You're going to leave the group and what you're trying to do right now?
Oh, wait, we're out of combat, right?
Yeah, you're out of combat, but you guys are on a journey to get somewhere, and this is a short rest, not sleeping for the night.
Oh, okay. I just thought that.
Yeah, you could do it when we make camp, if you want.
Yeah, right now
But
it would
we're
be
still-
wandering off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I could actually just kind of.
Short rest. You have time to
Yeah.
basically sit
About an
around and
hour.
catch your breath. It's an hour, but if you're doing things...
how's my-
You what?
How's my boomerang coming along?
Still working on it.
I am so hurt over here.
Oh, you should have stayed close.
How are you feeling, Tempest? How much out of game? How much HP do you have?
50 of 72.
You will be fine.
I have 26.
You did not full heal before that, did you?
No, I was at full health.
You have a max of 72, and they only dealt 22 to you.
I heard you say like 34 the first time and then 22.
33 was what Captain Flowers took. Because you only had 2 of you.
I got hurt worse than you. You're fine.
You had like a list of numbers on all of us before you went through the slashing.
There were 2 on you, 3 on Flowers, 3 on Twilight. Because there were 8.
Oh, and since I'm actually still the dinosaur, you really probably couldn't understand the boomerang thing.
Probably not.
Well, if any of you need any healing, then just let me know. I will take care of you.
We can rest here for a minute. I don't see any harm in it. We've got 3 days to travel.
True.
Save your spell. We might need it further up.
That is very true.
All right, Captain, Tempest, do the two of you want to spend some hit dice to recover then from the short rest?
That'll be fine.
How about you, Tempest?
I guess so. I actually have no idea what those are. Where the hell am I looking on that?
Short rests don't happen often with you guys, or at least not
Yeah.
when Tempest actually needs them.
What the hell is this? I don't even know where to look on this shit.
Parameters.
It's just your hit die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighter is a D10, monk is a D8.
Yeah, the hit dice are what determine your max health, but you can actually spend them to heal. It doesn't change your max health though, and you only regain like half of them per long rest. So you get so much healing from resting for a small amount of time before you have to just take that long rest to recover. Yeah, you could roll a D10 or 2 to heal, Tempest.
I don't think I took a hit, did I?
No, well, I mean, you did at the end, but it was in wild shape, so your actual health pool isn't touched. Also, second wind, you can just recover 1d10 plus your fighter level for free right now, seeing as you get that back on a short rest.
Wait, what? What is that?
Second wind, fighter feature. You go to the features and go down to your fighter stuff, which is still a d10 there, so you only
Just when
spend
I learned to read one of the tabs, I have to learn another one. Ugh.
Do we need to sit down and have a lesson about what each tab is, so that maybe it's easier to remember in the future?
We can try.
Okay, we'll try that then at some point this weekend.
Okay, so what is that one again then?
So
Screw that first
second
roll.
wind, once per rest, you can use a bonus action to get 1d10 plus fighter level hit points back. But you just rolled a d10, so don't worry about another roll here for the moment.
Okay.
Because hit dice you can roll one at a time, so you can just stop when you want to without rolling two. Your fighter level is 5, so that means what you just got back was 16 hit points.
Ooh.
It gets you pretty close to full, so up to you if you actually want to spend another one.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, y'all get to sit around for a bit. How long does wild shape last? Isn't it like 1 hour, a number of hours equal to druid level?
That's what I think we just said an hour.
I'm trying to double check how long, because you may be actually able to stay in it if you so choose.
I think it's just an hour. Since I'm kind of a lower level, I think it's only an hour.
I'm trying to remember the calculation, because there is a point where you start getting extra hours. That is the wrong. Can you please open
And
the
does a short rest actually count as me gaining my wild shape back or not?
Yes, you get that back on a short rest.
Oh well, then I want to change out of my. I want to change out of the beast and come back to my normal self.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if you were able to keep it longer or not. But if you just want to exit it, that's fine. So
yeah, because if I stay in it, I don't think I'm gonna regain that hit point back or that.
I don't think the rules cover that, being wild shaped through a short rest, if it affects the recovery. I don't think the rules actually cover that. So
you would recover whatever you were shaped into recovers.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. You guys get your rest in. It is about noon at this point as you continue back on. And you go through another couple of hours of travel. You've been going for about 6 hours, including the hour for resting. When you hear what sounds like a girl's voice not too far ahead on the path, screaming for help.
I believe that's our call.
Hey.
Wrath will start jogging.
Wait.
Yes, hold on.
It might be a trap. So, I can go and see what's going on, and if I don't come back in a couple of minutes, that means that I've been captured, and you guys still choose to come and rescue me or not.
Makes a fair point.
What do you guys think?
Yes.
Hey.
Are you guys gonna come back and rescue me, or is that gonna be
Twilight, just go. We will come
I'm
to
going.
you.
Okay, so the question is, are all of you going to sit in place, or are you going to start making your way that same direction?
I feel like we should make our way there, but slower than Twilight.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily take too long to get over there. It's just a couple hundred feet. So it does take about like 18 seconds or so. And Twilight, when you get over there and you kind of like look down in this area where the sound was coming from, you see a young man and a young woman. The woman has blue hair pulled up in a bun. And the man appears to be wearing some type of martial arts gi. And they are surrounded by a whole bunch of those Cybermen.
the green people that we just
Yes. And you see him fighting, but she is freaking out, trying to hide and screaming for help at the same time.
Can I carry her on my back? Can I like carry both of them on my back?
Can you turn into a giant eagle is the question.
Okay. I just meant regularly since I have the wings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you wouldn't be able to get both of them, but you should be able to pick her up.
I'll get both of them. I'll turn into a giant eagle and I'll get both of them.
Okay. So you're trying to just go down and scoop them up, basically?
No, I'll scoop them up. Yeah.
Okay. So as you fly down and you go to try scooping them up, I want you to roll an athletics check, which would be D20 plus 6 as a giant eagle.
Do I get my lucky? Can I use my last one of lucky?
Yeah, you can use a point of lucky feat for that if you would like.
I think it's my last one.
No. We keep thinking you're going to use them, and you haven't actually used any yet. 20.
She used one.
She did use one? Okay. Right.
Only against the Cybermen, yeah.
Yeah. Lance, I think I'm going to have to rely on you for the lucky points.
Well, I don't think I get them back for my
Not from a short rest.
Nah,
no.
you got to do a long one to get them back. So you go and you very successfully manage to get your talons around the girl safely, and you start going towards the other, and she starts freaking out even worse than she was. Oh god! First these little green men and now giant eagles! Oh god! Yamcha, help! To which he turns around and tries to hit you now, as he seems to be trying to protect her.
can I fly out?
After he goes to make this attack, yes. Against the AC, he successfully hits on his first attempt. Come on, fingers typed correctly. So he hits with both for 14 damage total, which does not knock you out of your eagle fall. But he is clearly trying to fight you as you start to take off with the woman he is trying to protect.
How far away are they from us?
You're all probably about 50 feet away at this point, and you just heard her shout, the girl shouting about a giant eagle.
Okay, we should probably pick it up now.
Do I see my party?
Yeah, you see him pretty readily once you get back up in the air.
And I'm going to kind of do an easy landing, and I'm putting her right next to the hermit.
All right. So you all are close enough. You can see through the trees. Yamcha surrounded by Cybermen, and Bulma basically shouting, "Let go of me, you stupid bird!" As she starts to get set down. And now she's panicking because, oh god, no, giant robot, little short man, a dragon. What the fuck?
Hello, Bulma.
Kind of just like
walk out.
stop and goes wide-eyed. How do you know my name?
No time to explain. We can talk about this later, but we mean you no harm. That eagle is our friend.
Sometimes.
Yes.
How grouped are the Cybermen around Yamcha?
They are kind of like slow pace creeping towards him. At the moment, there's about 15 feet from him to any one of them, but they have a fully enclosed circle that he would have to go over them to get away.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna fly back and get the guy. I like squawk at her before I leave.
And everybody else.
I'm gonna give her cover fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot some. I'm gonna run up to where I can see the Cybermen, and I'm gonna start shooting Eldritch Blasts at them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a couple to hits. How about Tempest?
I'm going to maintain a position next to her.
Holy fuck my ass!
Damn. Luckily, on the second one, beats it. Aggressor wins. So you roll 1d10 on that one.
Damn. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Does not blow it to chunks, unfortunately. Wrath, are you doing anything?
Wrath is still debating.
Wrath is still debating. Captain Flowers.
Not a big fan of Yamcha, huh?
What was
That
that?
Flowers just goes rushing in. That Flowers just goes, yelling charge as he rushes in.
All right, with your 25 speed, you can barely make it since you guys were only like 20 feet away at that point. So go ahead and roll with Mama to hit, and then roll a second for Mia.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let's go.
Oh, Yamcha being Yamcha.
That is going to be 24 to hit.
That's a hit. Your minimum damage is enough. Roll Mia,
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
since Mia is the one that might not kill on a hit.
That is going to be natural 14 too.
All right, that is a hit. So give me the 1d6 plus 2.
Press the button, roll. Thank you.
Press the button, roll.
Button roll. We is going to do 6 damage.
6 damage. Not quite enough to take it down. Mecha Gojira charged in behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going for the one you hit or a different one?
Yeah. Going for the one I hit.
Roll to hit, and as long as it does, that's a dead one. Yep, that is one go poof. As you see Yamcha literally fly over your head, straight at Twilight. And with his classic Yamcha move, totally fucking misses. Overshoots and kind of slams into a tree. Let's get some initiatives.
Why are you so slow?
Another 14. You got me fucked up.
Got you fucked up today.
Got you ducked. No, are you serious? That's 13.
13 for Flowers. How about Wrath?
11.
11.
I believe. What is your dex mod currently, Wrath?
Plus 6.
6. Okay, so you get the 11. Tempest gets 10.5. Cybermen get a 4. And Yamcha gets an 8. Twilight got an 18. So, going into this turn order, the Cybermen do not have anyone surrounded currently, and Twilight, you are first. You are flying at the group of Cybermen and see Yamcha literally fly past you and then slam into a tree. Behind you.
He slammed into the tree.
Yes, Yamcha slammed into a tree behind you as you were flying towards the Cybermen.
Does he seem hurt?
Not really. Maya, if you could message Star, that would be great. Especially since she's the top of the turn order and we're just going to hold her turn for now. Pius, you're up.
Okay. Let's start blasting again.
Anyway, just start blasting.
You just started blasting. You're going to go for those injured ones, I'm guessing, since there's 2 of them that are injured.
Yes. That definitely hits.
Sorry, guys.
Oh. All right, you got 2
Very
hits
nice.
in. You got 2 hits in, Pius. Go ahead and roll those 2 damages.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Oh,
you did. I
yeah.
didn't even see it. Never mind.
Oh,
My
I
brain didn't
did.
process it correctly.
Oh, yeah.
All right. With the damage previously sustained, the 3 still is enough to take out that one, and the 9 cleanly takes out the other. For 2 more exploded Cybermen. Twilight, your turn.
So I kind of want to just take him off the ground and kind of put him right next to the helmet.
I mean, everyone's already coming up to that point where Yamcha currently is. Yamcha is
Okay.
outside of the circle of Cybermen because he flew at you. Literally flew.
All right.
He is
Yeah,
capable of flight without
Um,
wings.
Well, since I'm an eagle, I can just pick one up and just drop it on the ground. So
Right.
I'm going to pick it up, use my movement, go up about how many feet?
You're going to be able to go up 60 because it's 20 to get over to him,
So
and then you can go
60
60
feet.
up.
Okay, so 60 feet, pick him up, go 60 feet, and just drop him straight down.
You need to roll an athletics, which is going to be a d20 plus 6. The Cyberman is going to try not to get grabbed, of course. 19. This is going to be a tall order for this short creature. Oh shit. I just noticed that
Damn.
I put the stats in for the Cyberman wrong on the self-destruct. That's a grapple, and I miscalculated it. He is supposed to have a DC 16, not 13. Going forward. He does manage to avoid getting grabbed by you, though. As he kind of pushes your claws away. And kick.
So I guess I'm still going up. Do I?
I mean, you
Still
can
continue
choose to
to go
stop
up?
moving, or you can continue to
Okay.
move. That one will get an
I'll go-
opportunity attack if you move.
Can I go up 10? Or will I still get an opportunity?
Still get an opportunity.
I'll just stop then.
Captain Flowers, your turn.
Yeah. Oh. There's still ones alive, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In the midst of everything, it looks like there's roughly 15 of them.
All right. No time to rest for the wicked. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. This is going to be 29.
That's a hit. Mama
Absolutely.
automatically takes one down because you're minimum damage, so you can roll for Mia.
And Mia on a roll. And she goes natural 17.
That's a hit, so 1d6 plus 2 now for the damage.
And we roll that. And even loading this up on a different browser, it's slow as crap, so we'll go 3 damage.
3 damage. Does not take it down, unfortunately. No, that leaves an injured one on the battlefield.
Mecha go, Jared. Oh!
Mecha Gojira going for the injured?
Yep.
Okay.
He is above as a devil
14 hits.
beside me.
And I believe its minimum damage is at least 4. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 1d8 plus like 3.
Okay. Exactly 4. Which is what was needed to take that one out.
Sweet. We have opera music in the background.
Do what?
Was that opera music in the background?
I don't
No,
hear
that was me
anything.
singing the rest of the song you were singing.
Oh, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia, let me go.
Rat's
He
turn.
is above as a devil force in me.
When Blade Song activates.
No, he actually won't activate Blade Song. How far away is the because they're still standing more or less in a circle, right?
Yeah. You're
Everything
sitting
from the middle just flew over.
Yeah, you're sitting at about 25 feet from the nearest one.
Okay, and Captain just ran in there.
Yep, Captain ran in there, is taken out 4 of them at this point. 3 or 4 was him. A couple others have been taken out. 5 have been blown away total, which was kind of that front line, which is why it's like 25 at this point to get to one.
Wrath is just going to move forward about 15 feet and unsheath. No, he'll plant the staff down between his feet in front of him, and he'll hold just an attack action in case any rush him.
Okay. Tempest,
That's my turn.
your go. Combat has officially started. Yamcha is upside down, being a classic, anime character that fucked up. Tempest.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Which one's how close is the closest?
About 25 feet.
Wrong buttons.
Wrong lever! That's a hit, which is enough to kill with your minimum damage. It's a 5-foot step to get to the next one. That's still a hit for another one down. Still have enough movement to get to another one.
Very
That's
upgraded.
crit, so you are going to just punch that one into oblivion. And you still have enough to 5-foot step if you wanted to use a key point to get one last attack.
Nah, hold off on that one.
Okay. Yamcha's turn. Who is basically going to just kind of roll over and start rubbing his head. Cybermen, scatter! There are 8 of them. 3 are going to go for Tempest. The one beneath Twilight's going to go for her. 2 on Flowers, 2 on Mecha Gojira.
Mm.
And one on me? Or did
Yep.
you say one on me?
Just 1 going for Twilight. Twilight's roll first. It gets a hit and deals another 11 damage to you. You have 1 hit point left on your wild shape. Two on Tempest. Got a 15. That's going to be a miss. 2 on Flowers. Critical hit, so we'll roll the second attack separately.
No.
And another crit. Captain, I'm sorry.
He's not a bitch. All right.
Okay, so that is 16 damage from one, 16 damage from the second for... Actually, because of how the
32
auto
damage.
plate works, the first one only deals 6, so you take a total of 26 damage.
Or push me down.
Now the Mecha
Okay.
Gojira.
Mecha Gojira, avenge me, I'm dying. Mm.
19. What is Mecha Gojira's AC again? Things so rarely attack it.
I know.
15. Its AC is 15. So it takes
Yeah.
22 damage.
Yeah, see, that's going to put it at 20 HP.
And that would be the Cybermen, as one seems to have scattered a bit away from the battle, the 8th one. Which takes the top of the turn order. Twilight, you are up again.
I'm gonna do the same thing as I was going to do. Try to pick him up and throw him down.
D20 plus 6. You get him this time. You drop him 60 feet.
Yeah.
You're going to go ahead and roll 6d6. Because if it's all ones, it survives.
6d6.
Yep. Oh yeah, this thing just explodes into mist on impact.
I'm gonna.
That is all your movement, so you are stuck way up above, basically.
All right.
Pius's turn.
Well,
There are 7 of them left. Well, 6 in the battlefield area and 1 ran. It isn't that
I have some options. But my mind only goes to one.
What is it?
Eldritch Blast.
That sounded kind of sexy.
Damn, okay, hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Oh, dang, is this going to be a
Hey, you
sussy
ready?
stream now?
You ready for me to Eldritch Blast that? No, I'm not going to say that. Okay.
Eldritch Blast me, baby.
Oh, one of those is a nat 20.
All right,
See? I
you
told
get a
you.
hit with 1, and then the nat 20 is automatically 10 plus a d10, so you blew 1 to hell, so just roll 1d20.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, Captain, no!
I'm gonna blow my load all over your insides.
Ah, fuck, I blew too early. Damn it.
We'll say that one hit the other one that was damaged and barely lingering.
Okay, that works for me.
All right, leaves 5 left.
God damn it. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm spent.
You've done this a
Yeah, you
couple
are.
times, and Bulma has taken notice. And she's kind of stopped freaking out about the battle because you're all clearly capable. She's like, "Oh, have you ever heard of Master Roshi?"
As weird as this is going to sound, I personally haven't, but the man inside of my head has.
All right,
More on that later.
more on that later. Captain Flowers, you are up again.
Ah, yeah, bastards. Ah, you're gonna be with it. Alright, first one's gonna be Mama. Your Mama. Ooh.
I was thinking the same fucking thing. Same thing.
Didn't mean to make you cry.
12 hits, so that is another one down.
Yeah, yeah,
Bah. Skrrt.
That's going to be enough to hit, so 1d6 plus 2.
Carry on! Carry on!
yeah.
Ooh, only 3. It is injured, but still standing, Mecha Gojira.
No.
Go.
It's Mecha Goofy. Oh no.
Spark coming out of his head.
All right. That,
Yes.
so
Yes.
perfect. Your minimum damage is enough because again, only 4 hit points remaining, and you have min damage 4 on that. 13 down, 2 on the battlefield, 1 off to the side. Brings it to Rat's turn.
How far is the closest one?
Uh, 15 feet.
Wrath just walks over to it, staff in hand, looks down at it for a second, and just bonks it on the head. 21 to hit.
21 hits, and your minimum damage is it 7 or higher?
With the lightning that I'm going to pump into it, yes.
Okay, it is done then.
Just bonk. I don't see the problem you were all having. And that's his turn.
That's his turn. Tempest, you are up. There is 1 on the battlefield, 1 away from the battlefield.
Wrath is like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Exactly.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Says the man who doesn't age and was aged back to his 30s.
God
Or
damn.
back before his 30s, basically.
Here.
All
He's gonna be
right.
saying that a lot.
It's gonna be 150. Oh, I'm getting too old for this shit. Everyone look at him like, bro.
Here.
Really? You're too old.
Slash goes. If you use your bonus action to activate your boots of speed, you can reach the second. Otherwise, you cannot.
Yeah, when he takes that burst of relief, that's when I'm going to do it.
All right.
I want to see the fear in his eyes.
Yes, there is fear in his eyes as you bring the scythe down, and the last one goes up in smoke.
These guys are a lifesaver.
Yeah, so as everyone's, able to kind of regroup here, Bulma turns to you, Pius, and you're the one that seems to know everything here. And is like, so if you know about all of us, do you know where Goku is? We got separated.
When was the last time you saw him?
We were all on our way to the World Martial Arts Tournament in Invictus Terra, and then just this blue portal just kind of opened up and sucked us all in. And, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, and I, we all split up looking for Goku because he wasn't with us.
Where did Tien and Krillin go?
They should be further up the mountain towards that volcano.
We should probably get to them. I hope that they are safe.
Yamcha finishing standing back up and kind of getting himself composed. They're tough. They should be able to handle it. I mean, I would have had this handled, but I appreciate the help all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie, dude.
He's not wearing the orange, turtle hermit gi, though. He is wearing more the style of outfit he was in the original Dragon Ball.
Well, it is a pleasure. Sorry, slip of the gears. It is a pleasure to meet both of you. I am Pius.
It's nice to meet you, Pius, and Yamcha just kind of slaps you on the back.
Ouch. I'm just kidding. I'm made of metal.
So
awkward. Okay, nobody laughed.
Bulma, Yamcha just kind of, it's an awkward. And Bulma's just like, so were you all on your way to the martial arts tournament too? I mean, that girl in the red hood seems to know some martial arts, and Pius, you can shoot energy, last all our friends.
Bulma, I'm not sure how to tell you this, but you're not in. Are you sure I should see that? What is Kansas?
Quick reminder: Invictus Terra is one of the 4 capitals of the world of Maluviette. Invictus Terra is the capital of the Hunrum Republic, and that is where they said the tournament is taking place.
Okay,
so they seem to be from this world.
Okay, that is interesting. We have way more problems than fucking Vecna at this point, because if all the enemies in Dragon Ball are gonna start showing up, we're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
I might as well just kill off my character now, because I'm not fighting Cell. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Or any of the androids, maybe Android 17. Hey, yo. Sorry, Krillin. No, but for real though. Anyway.
No, there's world bleeding. I'll put that out again.
Yes.
It's lore that
figured.
I'll give you in advance. It's just world bleeding. So this is different versions of them. So their stories are very different in this world as well.
Okay. I had a feeling.
Well, the place that you came from, where the portal was, it may be a little different than things that are here in this universe.
Universe? Are we not in Maluviette anymore?
You are. It's just a different version.
So where are we right now? Malpheus Mountains, by the way.
I know this off the top of my head. Malpheus Mountain, actually.
That far away? It's like 3,600 miles from Invictus. Oh, we're never going to make it on time. Yamcha's the one that said never going to make it on time. Bulma was the other half.
Well, maybe Goku has, at least.
Yeah, but he's just going to win the tournament easily by himself. Everyone was hoping to fight each other, see who's better, you know? I mean, Goku's beaten all of them before, but maybe it would be different now.
I'm getting a different source of information. Why don't we go find your friends, and then we'll continue to talk on the way, shall we?
Bulma's like, yeah, that sounds good.
Right.
Then Pius starts to walk towards the mountain.
All right, Captain, you are under half health. Did you want a short rest or a heal?
I'm fine.
Captain, Captain is looking pretty beat up right now.
I can rock this off. Don't touch me.
While they were having that conversation, Wrath has been kind of looking over the area to see if there's any portals or magic mishaps going on, maybe. Just something. Just where he's just looking for anything maybe out of the ordinary in this area where all this took place.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Thank you. Oh, that was almost a nat 20. 22.
22. So you don't notice anything that's real, like, explicitly out of place, but as you're kind of looking around, and getting the bearings and everything, you notice that there is a slight hum of magic in the air still. Similar to when the portal opened up that brought Mogdalyn, but not nearly as strong. As if there's just a blanket of this energy over this area.
Gotcha. Okay. And then he'll run to catch up to Pius if they've already taken off.
All right. So, what did we want to discuss with them as the journey continued?
Have either of you ever seen crystals that are purple? And I am not speaking of the Dragon Balls.
Bulma kind of starts thinking, but Yamcha, like, readily, do you mean amethyst?
It is similar, but it kind of messes with your sanity if you touch it.
More along these lines, and Wrath will grab a piece of cloth and reach in his bag and pull out a torment chunk.
Okay. So when you pull it out, Bulma's pretty quick to respond at this point. He's like, I've never seen anything like that. And Yamcha pretty quickly follows suit. No, don't think I've seen anything like that.
Interesting. And I'll put it back.
Well, that... Allegedly, those crystals are the reason that all of us have another person inside of our minds. That is all we know, though. I was just curious if you've ever seen them.
So Bulma is like, so, like, these crystals gave you split personalities? Borderline personality disorder? DID?
No, quite literally, we have people inside of our minds.
It tastes like Fruit Loops.
Don't listen to him. He eats everything.
Sounds like Goku.
Watch out, Bulma. He might lick you.
You kind of see her have that, like, body shiver moment. Ew!
No, I wouldn't do that. That's what I like her.
That's fair.
Well, at least your old geezer's better than Roshi.
Very true, from what I'm hearing just now.
So you're all walking and everything, and at this point in the conversation, it seems like what was just being discussed is kind of wrapped up. Almost like, so you know about the Dragon Balls? Have you seen any around here? And then she kind of like pulls one out of her bag, and you can see it, and it's the 1-star ball, and it seems to be glowing like a soft red.
Yes, actually, that's where we were headed now. Well, before we saw you two.
Has it always glowed like that?
Yeah, we've actually collected them all before, but there's the 1 star's red, the 2 stars blue, 3 stars green. I don't remember the colors for all of them right now, though. But they kind of like line up with the different elements of magic, actually.
Do you mind if I see that for a moment?
She kind of hesitates before like handing it over, considering whether she considered you trustworthy or not.
Mm-hmm.
But she does end up handing it to you after a brief pause.
Okay. I hold it up and kind of peer into it. And I'm going to try and just reach out with my magic to just like touch it. Like plucking a string on a guitar, if you will.
So as you do and get that feel for its magic and trying to reach out, you notice that the type of energy coming off of it is missing, so to speak, the same way it would with a deity.
Thank you. I really appreciate you trusting me with this for the moment, and I hand it back over.
She takes it back and starts putting it in her bag, and she's like, well, you all seem to be allies at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and we might have a lead on your missing Dragon Ball. Mogdalyn, didn't you say you had found one before you fell through the portal?
Yeah, Kupo, but the people I was with, they already had that one, Kupo. So maybe the time thing is what's going on, like you said? Which would mean the one I brought needs to go back with me, because it's not the one from this time, Kupo?
We'll. We may just have to wait until we find it to determine that. I'm still unsure about that whole thing.
Oh God, that felt good. My elbow just popped. So you're all able to continue on. You get about 8 hours worth of travel for the day in. Another... I was not writing the times out very well. It is about 5 p.m. The sun is setting. And you've traveled for about 8 hours of your expected, 24.
Do we have the option to keep going until, or would we take exhaustion?
It would be pushing it like normal. Constitution rolls for gaining exhaustion.
Well,
Yeah, maybe we should camp then.
Bulma is definitely complaining.
okay, yeah, let's go ahead and set up camp, and Wrath will pull out the small box again, and he kind of looks down at it, and you hear those close enough hear him say "duplicatus," and he sets it down, and it becomes the instant fortress.
So Bulma seeing it, oh wow! I haven't seen one of these before, but I always wanted to get one.
They're useful. The furnishing's a little drab. Perhaps maybe one day someone will make one that'll pop out a more livable space. You know what I mean?
Does that mean I have to sleep on the ground?
No, there's a second floor, but it is on the floor. We don't have beds necessarily.
I'm pretty comfy to sleep with. Oh, I'm sorry. He kind of slipped through.
So Deuce, for your awareness, this is end of Dragon Ball, where she's 16, 17. And she definitely looks
that.
It pops out, and then you have the realization that, wait a moment, no.
You fucker.
I'm sorry, I really should have said that in advance. This is end of Dragon Ball ages, where they're not quite adults.
Okay, never mind.
We will retcon this because you were thinking Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference. As you're all kind of setting up and laying out camp and such, Bulma asks you, Wrath, so do you know what those things were that attacked us?
Easily defeated.
Green things. Plant things.
Wow, Sook is talking to everyone. That's really gonna fuck up Bulma right now. What was that voice?
It was me.
Sure, hey, it was her.
Well, I guess traveling with you is just interesting in a different way.
Of course.
That's one way of putting it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just watch what you eat from the dwarf.
I heard that.
What?
Yeah.
Captain, what's for supper?
Yo, what's for supper, Captain? Yeah, not like y'all been complaining the entire time.
Look,
You actually want to eat my food this time?
I just didn't want the ogre. Okay, what have you got?
Fine, I won't use the ogre this time.
Oh, by the way, those
Okay, but what are
those
you-
ribs you ate yesterday were just fantastic.
What have you got?
I'll do bear meat.
All right, I'll chow down on that.
Hey. Got enough for everybody here.
All right, Captain. Go ahead and give me a survival for how well you cook it. Do you have proficiency with survival, Captain? Or is that just a straight
Survival?
wisdom for you?
I'm pretty sure it's a straight wisdom. Let me double check. Proficiency. Survival. It's just 2.
Okay, yeah, just your straight wisdom. Okay, yeah.
Do, 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 do. You see Captain Flowers, he's pulling out things, he's making things. He's pulling out a bag, it smells like corn, he's making, homemade tortillas alongside this.
God, bear tacos?
Bear tacos.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
good.
Or Captain, hear me out. Bear fajitas.
I was thinking that.
All right,
Yeah. Oh, Captain Flowers rolls a 17.
17.
let's go.
You got good on that one, and we will give you, for the roughly 2 hours it takes, we will give you 4 hours progress on the proficiency.
Yeah.
Very good at it.
Learning to be a chef.
Is anyone else going to work on their proficiencies for tonight? You'll have only
No,
a
but
few
I am-
hours.
I am going to change into my Genasi form.
Ooh. So, as you do, because you look like a more mature woman, unlike Twilight and Tempest, who look a little young, they are old enough, they just look a little young. Young should kind of just like has this nosebleed moment.
As soon as I see that, I'm gonna cast Gust on Yamcha.
Eyes are up here, honey.
Cast Gust, his head's thrown back, blood shooting out, and Bulma just like shaking her head. Why am I dating a pervert?
It's a great question. I would like to work a little bit on the cover of my spellbook,
Okay.
and I'm going to try and fit in. I'm going to start with Risha, and then start working in all of the symbols for the different gods that we've come across, and then if I don't know how long it'll take, but if I have the time, then I'll start working on a design for Bicken, right?
Yes.
Did I get it right that time? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Give me a dex check.
Dexterity. 15.
All right. So you spend about 2 hours all the way through, including Bicken, and you'll get 2 more hours progress on that.
Okay.
For painter's supplies.
Beat.
Uh,
Thank you.
So Twilight, are you going to work on investigation proficiency in kind of the immediate area?
How much longer do I have? To
30
do?
hours.
like-
You still have 30
You know-
hours to learn it.
I kind of want to spawn with Tempest.
You want to spar with Tempest.
Yeah. Go my bitch.
There's no
This is
incentive
gonna-
for me to get up.
Tempest
Tempest is
is
gonna fuck
lazy.
you up.
Tempest says no, Twilight.
Oh, come on.
I can't promise that I'll not harm you.
What, you chicken? Chick, 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 you know I'm gonna beat you. Ha 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 ha.
That's probably the weirdest chicken I've ever heard.
Coming from the one that literally turns into animals at that.
Yeah, honey, I think you're confused.
I'm gonna turn into a chicken and just start clucking around.
That's better.
Captain Flowers just shakes his head as he's cutting up the onions and the bell peppers.
Hey,
I'm that
Captain,
chicken.
I'm going right over to Tempest and I'm kind of like squawking next to her.
Hey, Cap. We're gonna be having some fried chicken tonight.
That's okay. I'll break extra.
I swing on her while she's clucking.
Okay, roll to hit. Are you swinging
Shit.
with the scythe or
Can
hands?
I like try to dodge it? Can I try to dodge this?
That's
Your
what your
AC
AC is. And it has a chicken.
Fine.
Your AC is a whopping 8.
Ew.
Tempest, weapon or unarmed strikes though.
Weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 2d6 plus whatever it is again. 14 damage. So Chicken has 1 health. That's 13 rollover damage to your human form.
So I can't try to dodge this?
She hit your AC. AC is your dodge. You don't roll that.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And as a chicken, your AC was 8. So
let's do this. You seem like you want to fight now.
Looking over this chicken stat block, it would actually be terrifying to fight multiple chickens at once.
Yes, it would.
Because they get advantage if they're within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
They have
dude,
pack tactics. Yes.
that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
yeah,
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
I'm putting that in my campaign.
chickens, scary in large numbers.
You
Oh
all
my
walk
gosh,
into
do I
the
get
room.
turned into one of those in large numbers?
No, you cannot turn
No,
into a
just
swarm.
one.
So are you challenged? Are you taking the fight then?
I mean, where are you right now? You're on the ground basically at the moment. Is
Yeah,
that?
I'm just kind of sitting. I'm kind of like sitting, going, what the fuck, you know?
Cool.
Mogdalyn saying that Tempest. Oh, Tempest is going to swing.
I said I'm gonna kick her.
Kick her.
Wait. We need to probably do this outside where we're not in front of everybody.
Your kick does not make efficient contact. Her AC is high enough as a person.
What do you mean? You don't want witnesses to the body?
Well, I thought we would go outside where it's a little bit more roomier, but I mean, if you want to do it right here, I guess we can.
You're right. Not my call.
We doing this then? All right.
Does it have to be outside?
Instant fortresses are fairly big.
Yeah, I think it's like a 20 by 20 or something to that effect.
Yeah.
No, neat.
Like, it's not a ton of space, but
Don't need much.
Okay.
Keep cooking, Captain.
I be cooking.
All right, let's do this.
okay. Roll initiatives.
So we're arm wrestling.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't
So
wait to
Twilight
see
gets
this.
Tempest to agree to a sparring match, and then just all of a sudden puts her arm up, arm wrestling. Tempest, are you going to switch to arm wrestling, or are you going to keep going for sparring?
I will cut that hand off if you do not retract.
All right, well, we're going for this. 11.
So Tempest got a 9 and Twilight got an 11. Okay. That means Twilight gets the first attack here.
So I think we got to lay down the ground rules, right?
I hear no objections. Let's go.
So everything's in, huh?
Tempest is just like, let's go. Let's fight.
Okay. I'm gonna whack her with my D sword.
All right. Roll to hit. I believe I updated that in your combat actions, too.
I think it's
I did.
11.
Yep, I updated that in your combat actions. You have a plus 11 with it.
Oh, I heard he.
So it is.
D20 plus 11.
So it's 2d20, right?
1d20.
Oh, because I thought it was a two-sided.
You only roll one attack at a time.
Oh, okay. 1d20 plus 11.
Yep.
17.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Now you can go for that second
Holy
attack if you
shit.
want.
She's gonna kill you.
Plus 7.
That is a successful hit. Roll your 1d4 plus, what is it?
1d4
Plus
plus 10.
10 damage to Tempest. This is a full-blown matchup here. No real holding back. That makes a Tempest turn. She got a good hit in with the backside of her dildo sword.
Wow, that hurt. Now I kill you.
.23 is a hit. Roll your 2d6 plus whatever. Keep forgetting the modifier there tonight.
Plus whatever.
Plus whatever. Oh, that was such a bad roll. Only 12 damage to Twilight.
Nice. Do you want to get a second on that by just naturally attack?
Yes, with that extra attack, you just automatically get that second one. And then you can still bonus action and key points and all that if you want as well.
Mm-hmm. 17.
Ooh, 17 is not going to hit.
So I got 68 then?
You got what?
So I took 68. So I took 12 damage.
So you took 13 from when she turned you back into a human from a chicken, and then you took another 12 after that. So you've taken 25 in total. You're at 55. Okay, Tempest.
I'm not done.
Bonus action, are you going to use a key point or just take the one free?
Oh, the key point.
Okay. 2 more attacks.
So I roll them together.
Yeah, you can just roll 2d20 on this, I guess. 22 and 22, both hits. That's 2d4 plus your modifier's 6 on strength, so plus 12.
2d4 plus 12, you said?
Yes.
Black. 18.
18. It takes another 18 damage. As Tempest basically just whacks you once real good with the scythe, barely misses with the second one, and then comes in with a punch and a kick and just fucking wailing on you. Twilight, it is your turn.
I'm gonna turn into an alligator. I'm gonna bite her.
Switch to that, because I believe it's crocodile in the book. It is.
We should know these stats.
Yeah, so you're going to pull up crocodile. Crocagator. And that is a +5 you have to hit as a crocagator. Reroll your halfling luck still applies.
I don't think it hits.
Nope, that does not hit. And that is the one attack you get. Tempest, your turn.
Not times.
Meets it, beats it.
For real? Sweet.
Yeah, she can't help it.
Yay, aggressor wins. 14 more damage to Twilight, but first we gotta... She still has 5 hit points as a crocagator.
Crocagator.
Nope.
Ooh, that 14 does not hit, though. You're gonna burn
Nope.
your second key point, or just one unarmed?
Now I'll burn the second one. This has been coming. Alright, 2d20.
Aw.
Okay. 14, 17. Actually, that 14 actually should have hit. I forgot. As a crocagator, it was crocagator AC.
That's true.
I thought she kicked me out of it.
Not on the first one. And the second one should have hit because you were still a crocagator. So start with the 2d6 plus 8 for the second scythe attack.
Alright, rolling that one up. 18.
Okay, so 5 more knocks her out of it, and then 13 damage to her health. And then both of the unarmed strikes missed, unfortunately. You do have Action Surge, though, which gives you a free action that you can do your attack with again to get 2 more scythe attacks.
Hell yeah.
You got a crit and a miss.
The miss. Let's say I missed the first one and just went with the momentum.
Yeah, so with that crit, roll 2d6 plus your modifier.
Strength modifier?
Yes.
That feels so low.
You got an automatic max on 2d6 added to that as well, so it's actually 21 damage.
Uh-huh.
Twilight, you are barely standing at this point, and it is your turn. You have 3 hit points. And she just flurried the hell out of you.
Is anyone going to call this, or are they all just watching?
I'm going to do in frustration. So I'm going to create a cloud of mix for police.
Infestation. Let me pull up that spell real.
And since I have my wand of swarming insects, I'm going to use that too.
So both of those are actions, and you can only make one action per turn. So
That's right.
your choice whether you fill this entire area with the staff of swarming insects, hitting yourself, Tempest, and everyone else on the same floor, or if you use infestation.
Let's see. I'm going to do wall of wind.
Okay. So you put up a wall of wind between the two of you.
She's a dog. She's like super tall and skinny and sorry.
Come on, open up the spell already. So you are able to make it basically go from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, just a wall in between the two of you.
Yeah, wall of wind.
Okay. Tempest, it is your turn. There's a wall of wind between the two of you.
Okay, how's that thing need to work exactly? Like, as far as trying to penetrate it and shit?
It's wind. It's just very strong wind.
Okay. I want a full dash at her, like full speed at her.
Okay. Back up about 10 feet, and then you just bum rush the distance back at her. You go through the wall. Since you are just pushing straight through it, you're going to go ahead and take 4d8. So, Twilight, roll 4d8. Tempest takes 17 damage. But you are now on the other side and able to attack her.
With a look of just sheer death in my eyes, I'm going to lock in for a punch.
That is a hit, and your minimum damage is enough to knock her clean out. Blow to the face. Twilight, you're thrown back against the wall behind you. Hey, oh. Your wind wall then disappears, and for anyone perusing this, she might need some medical attention.
Man, she could just sleep it off.
Her breathing is very labored, potentially dying.
She might die, and I walk over and sit next to Captain.
He's making
Are we talking like 50-50 or like might as in like
But like spare the
shot
dying
or-
would be a good idea.
I know, y'all, I'm just kidding. Jeez.
Maybe.
Paya snaps her fingers and just spare the dying.
Oh, my fingers?
No, her as
Pius is
in
a woman right now.
Yeah. Pius is gender fluid. Just relates as whatever the body
Oh,
was most
okay.
like.
So how did the show go? How did everyone witness this?
You went swing, 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 swing. Twilight turned into an alligator, went to bite you, failed, and then you went swing, 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 swing. Wall of wind went up, and then you bolted through it and just poof and hit her so hard she was thrown back against a wall.
I mean, honestly, it's probably the most one-sided fight I've ever seen in my life.
That was like 30 seconds or less.
It was about 18 roughly. It was as one-sided as Raven versus Rat.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, and Twilight's just now unconscious until morning.
But I will be damned if it was not fun to fucking watch.
And maybe Twilight will think twice before picking fights with her friends?
Question mark?
I wouldn't give her too much credit.
Yeah, that's just a little too much credit there.
Yeah. And
Out of game, Pius, you're next.
I will kill you, dog.
Yamcha and Bulma both like watched this and was like, it really is like traveling with our group, isn't it?
Wrath, for the first time, looks up over his book. Oh, I'm sorry, what I miss?
You see Twilight just KO'd, bruised, and battered against a wall.
Oh, typical night. Captain, how's it coming?
That's literally how it is. You're getting shit faced or
Yeah, I mean, every time we have a rest, she gets fucked up. Okay.
In one way or another.
Yeah.
Gabby yells back, main part's almost done. Fresh. What are these called again?
Fajitas?
The fajita.
I mean, fajitas.
No,
I'm not that
the
white.
fajitas.
No, the Cheetos.
Why is it escaping my hand? I just had like 4 of them earlier. The
Tortillas?
palm size tortilla. Thank you. The corn tortillas.
Yeah.
It's late. Leave me alone.
So Captain finishes making it. It's good stuff. A bit gamey, of course, because the bear. And everyone's able to go to sleep peacefully, other than Twilight, who was KO'd.
That sounds peaceful.
Wait, he's also making horchata. You're just gonna brush over that?
Oh shit!
Wow.
I missed you saying horchata. God knows how many times. I bet. Yeah, I totally missed you making that too. Give me a separate wisdom check for that one, though.
I didn't hear that. I honestly didn't hear that, Jen. So you're good.
Horchata.
Because the fajitas are damn good, but now we're gonna figure out how good the horchata is.
This is really good, Captain.
I know.
I know.
What Captain get on this wisdom roll?
He got 19.
19. All right, we got good horchata too. Wow, I emphasized the ho part in that so bad. Last time. Here, horchata.
Wow, your ancestors are weeping in shame right now.
My Mexican ancestors weep every day for me because I was raised by the white half of my family.
Oh, God.
At least I know how to make tacos and burritos. I can make them American. I can make them in a more like actual organic Mexican standard or Spanish. Or I know how to make tacos. Okay.
I had a pretty dumbass moment the other day. Me and my wife were discussing something. I said, "How do you say taco in Spanish?" And she just fucking looked at me like I was. She was, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh, never mind. Oh, it was great. Anyway.
Oh, we're sitting at about 3 hours 46 minutes. This is a good place to wrap up. We will come back with everyone waking up on day 2 of this side quest. Everyone here with us, thank you so much for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And I love you. Bye bye, Kupo.